welcome. This is your athletic-based wall Pilates class. I'm so glad you're here to celebrate Pilates Body by Kayla turning 3. It's such a huge milestone, and I'm so thankful for all of you that have been here from the beginning and continue to subscribe and are part of my weekly 7-day free Pilates workout plans and challenges that come straight to your inbox every single Sunday. I'm not gonna lie, this workout is a doozy. This is not your average wall Pilates class. This is a full body, athletic-based, full-on, strength-based workout. I just ran through the class plan and I'm already shaking, so I hope I can get through this with you. Let's get started with the warm-up. You're gonna wanna begin on all fours in a tabletop position here. Go ahead and stretch one leg back to the wall, and that leg should be nice and straight. So we want to extend that leg back, and we should be able to level the hip there. From here, we're just going to return both knees down underneath your hips and start with a gentle cat and cow. We're going to inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest. Exhale, round the spine, scoop the belly up and in, feeling some nice extension, and exhaling into flexion. Curl the tail under, drop the chin to the chest. Inhale and exhale. Now we only have 30 minutes together. We are gonna rock this out. You're gonna absolutely crush it here. One more time into cat and exhale, rather into cow. Now let's hold that nice spinal flat back connection. As you curl your toes under here, we're gonna scoop the abs in and hover the knees up for hovering tabletop position. We wanna really feel like we're pulling in, knees to wrists, and feeling those abs and deep core muscles pull our body up here into that hover for 2 more. And last one. Again, keeping that nice flat back connection and belly button straight over the center of your mat. We want to soft bend in the elbows. Let's extend your left leg back nice and long. Connect the heel to the wall. Now, we're going to be here a lot in this position. So I want to make sure that we're not opening the hip or rotating. So toes point down. We roll the thigh bone in. We should feel the lower core really turning on and a hamstring glute connection here. When we alternate, we want to try to avoid shifting the body from side to side. Stretch back, really push into the wall, extending the leg out of the hip versus pushing back into your shoulders. We want to feel length here. So this is a really nice hamstring glute activator. And this is also going to lengthen your quads and hip flexors through the front line of your body. Now let's extend the left leg back nice and long here. We're gonna hold, strong, steady core, make the connection against the wall, and now pick up your right arm. As you lift, try to think about shining the crease of the elbow and bringing the thumb up. Really feel the whole back body connection here, strong through your core. And we've got 2 more. Starting to feel the shoulders warm up as well. Bring it down and down, changing sides. Right leg extends back. Find that nice level position of the hips. Engage the glute. Stretch the left arm long and then lift the thumb. Feel a slight bend in the elbow. So again, we want to try to stay out of the neck and upper trap and move the arm from your upper back muscles for 3. Exhale, lift it. 2. And 1 more. Go ahead and bring it down here. We're gonna send your right foot down to the floor and your heel is connected to the mat. We're gonna find a full plank here. Go ahead and stretch both legs back, hip width distance apart with your feet. Heels are pressed into the wall. The toes are slightly away from the wall here. Feeling that energy of pushing back into the wall, feeling your nice level plank, level shoulders. Tuck your butt a little bit so we're not up. We want to feel the abs pulling up and the tailbone lengthening. Now tuck your chin, look for your toes, push your hands back, keep your legs straight. Really want you to push through those shoulders and use your core to lift your hips up and back. Now walk it back forward into your plank position. Tuck the chin, walk it in as far as you can, as far as your hamstrings will stretch, and walk it back forward. We've got 1 more of those. Walk it in and walk it back out to your high plank. Go ahead and set your knees down, and we're gonna make our way over to our back now. Sliding your bottom forward to the wall. Let's place our feet up against the wall, hip width and parallel. You want to have a nice 90-degree bend at your knees and at your hips here. Your feet are positioned hip width distance apart, those toes pointing straight up. Let's start with a nice spinal rolling bridge here. We're going to roll through the pelvic tilt. Feel your lower abs lift to your mid, your upper. Feel like you're standing on your shoulder blades. Keep your core connection and then rolling down. I don't know about you, but I'm already starting to sweat. We are definitely not getting out of here without a Pilates glow. Really notice the spine here. If you have any sticky spots, I always tend to be so much tighter in my lumbar spine, low back. So really working the lower core connection and inching down through the sacrum and lengthening through the tailbone. Let's go 3 more. Inhaling to the top and then exhaling to the bottom. Now, if you notice you're sliding away from the wall, you might be pushing into the wall too much. So again, we want to use the core and almost feel like the heels are pulling down versus against the wall. Rolling on the exhale. Oh my gosh, this feels so nice. One more time, bringing it up. Find that full hip extension. Feel those glutes and hamstrings. And we are going to roll it down, finishing our warm-up with 100. Start with the breath in. As you exhale, start with your chest lift. Elongate those arms. Feel your tummy muscles begin to scoop. And let's pump the arms. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. Feet can stay on the wall for a little bit more support. I will give you a warning here. We are going straight into a core sequence after this, but if you do want more of that challenge, pull your feet off the wall and legs together. Trying to curl up more, and the wall is always there again if you want to rest those feet back down. Let's go 4 more breaths. In for that 5 count, and exhale for that 5 count. Nothing like trying to breathe, talk, and move at the same time. Exhale. Last 2 breaths, stick with me. And exhale. Should feel heat moving through the whole entire body. And finish that last breath out and slowly roll your way down. If you started to feel tension building in your neck, just take a moment to rock your head side to side. We are going to get set up for the next sequence of movements. Like I warned you, it's a core circuit here. Hands are going behind your head. As soon as you do that, you might notice your ribs begin to expand or your back lifting away from the mat a little bit. We want to knit the ribs together. That's going to draw us into our deep abs. So even as we're down here, it's not really like we're resting. We're connected. We're feeling the energy pulling into our center. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to find our chest lift here, feeling the head lift from your abdominals and not your neck, chest, and shoulders. Your hands are there for support, but avoid cranking up with your hands and lowering back. Exhale, we're here for 5. And exhale out for 4. Exhaling up for 3. Feet are light on the wall. Again, 2. And 1 more. Keep it going. Now we're adding alternating knee lifts. Bring the left knee up, lightly tap down. You stay connected. Change, exhale. We want to try to avoid rocking weight from side to side. Feel the lower abs lifting to the upper abs versus drawing it down and in. I want you always to think about that upward energy. And we've got 5. And exhale, 4. Oh my gosh, starting to feel that quiver and shake for 3. Last 2. And 1 more. Now double legs for 5. Exhale, both knees up. Inhale, watch those elbows. Mine started to cave in. Keep them nice and wide. And 3 more. Exhale. Tap the toes, tap the head. Last 2. And 1 more. We hold the head up. We tap the feet down. Exhale up. Down. Exhale, lift. Not a huge range of motion here. So what I want you to concentrate on is holding that lift. Upper abdominals on fire. Last one, we hold the feet against the wall. Now we pulse it up. 5. Up. 4. It's that gradual lift in your core. Again, you're not cranking your head. Oh my gosh. And 2. And last one. and release down. Oh my goodness, that is a burn. Hands at your side. I am really starting to drip now. Oh, all right, here we go. A bridge circuit. Let's bring it up with a flat back lift. Hips go high, squeeze the glutes, and now we're gonna exhale, rolling it down. If at any point you feel like you're getting too far away from the wall, I want you to adjust yourself and come back in. So you've got that 90-degree bend at your knees, 90-degree bend at your hips. Let's bring it up with that flat back lift and rolling down. So that's different than the warm-up. This one we're coming up to a hold. We're gonna lift straight up, hold at the top. Keep an eye on your waistband. If you can see, making sure that the hips aren't dropping or shifting side to side. Use your hands to push the mat away as we march out here. Pulling one knee into the chest. As you reconnect to the wall, ground down so you keep those hips lifted. Your chin should be tucked to your chest, so you're keeping an eye on your pelvis, keeping that lift. Use your arms to push into the mat. That's called opposition. Triceps are really working when we do that. We keep the chest open, the upper back muscles begin to activate. Last one, hold the lift here and give me pulses at the crease of your seat. Up an inch, up an inch. I want you to feel like you're pulling your knees together, not out. Get those inner thighs, pelvic floor. Your core is so much more than just your abs. We want to get your hamstrings, your glutes, your core, and pelvic floor for 4. Oh my gosh, it's burning. 3 and 2 and 1. Roll the spine down, inching, 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 melting back to your mat. Oh my goodness. All right, we've got one more set of bridges here. Adjust body position. I definitely started to feel myself scooting away on the pulses. Now we're going into frog position and Pilates stance with your feet. So we got a nice open V position with our feet and our knees. We're taking out the roll here. So go ahead and send your hips high to the sky with a flat back. Lift on the exhale. And now just a tap down at your sacrum. Tap and then exhale, shoot them back up. With this external hip rotation now and those toes are out, you're gonna feel those side glutes a little bit more, those abductors. Beautiful. Again, it's really hard to not push back on this one. So use those arms to kind of keep crawling your fingertips forward towards the wall, trying to keep your body in the same position here. Bring it up for 2. And last one, we hold it at the top and we pulse it up. 10, up, 9, up, 8, up, 7. Keep those ribs in close for 5 and 4. Squeeze the crease of your seat. Last 2 and 1. Lowering down, down, and down. Hug those knees in towards your chest to just get a nice counter stretch here. We're also going to stretch our legs and our hamstrings out while working our abdominals in a roll up or a teaser up. So you're gonna extend your legs up the wall. You wanna find a nice Pilates position here. So finding that external rotation, because that's gonna help you activate your inner thighs, your glutes, and your pelvic floor, and those deep core muscles. I'm gonna take a breath in. As you exhale, we're gonna bring our chin to our chest. Use your core, and if you feel like you're stuck, grab the backs of your legs, inch yourself up here, and try to reach your fingers to the wall. Wow, that really stretches out those hamstrings. Let's slowly roll back using those abdominal muscles. Let's take a nice reach back here. Stretch out the arms a little bit. So our next sequences are gonna be a lot of shoulder, upper body, back work, peeling up, 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 up. Again, grab the legs there. Tap the fingertips to the wall if you can. Get that extra reach, really helps stretch out the back line of the body. Oh my goodness, so much core control here. Head nod, curl into your chest lift. Deepen that abdominal connection, rolling the spine into the mat on the way down with control and rolling the spine off the mat with that deep ab activation, peeling back up. Like I said, this is no beginner wall Pilates class. This is your full body, athletic based, intense wall Pilates workout. Hold it at the top. Grab hold of your legs here now. Lift your chin, lift your chest. Come up into a nice flat back. and then round out. Try to bring your nose towards your knees. Oh my gosh, big stretch. Relax the shoulders out of the ears. Inhale, lengthening out here. If your knees are slightly bent, do not worry. Round out as much as you can, feeling the stretch. Inhale, one more of these, and exhale, rounding out. Inhale, we're gonna lengthen, and we're gonna take our hands behind. Go ahead and turn to your side now as we move into our side leg oblique sequence here. So this one, we're gonna have to do a lot of modifications and options. So I'm gonna show you while we're working through the sequence. So first, let's start with your top leg extended out. We wanna feel a lot of energy into the wall. Your top hand is gonna be really pushing into the mat. Let's just start with our bottom hand rather. Top arm is gonna stretch up, get a nice long body reach here. Oh my gosh, that feels amazing. And then just go ahead and tap your thigh. Inhale, big stretch to open, really lift out of the top ribs and hip, and then exhale back to your side. One more here, big reach to open, and then bring it back to your thigh. Now let's hold those arms at a T. Now I want you to really push into the wall here, tuck your back toes under, and we're gonna come into a little lift off of your knee. Now you might need to adjust your hand position as you're changing work here. Now you can stay right here with your foot down on the floor and connected to the wall, or you might start to travel your leg up a little bit. If you do, you're gonna have to adjust body position. So this is an advancement as you start to come up and down. So the higher your leg lifts up the wall, the more challenge you're gonna feel in your oblique and your shoulder stabilization. Wherever you're at, we're gonna go 2 more. This is preparing us for our final move in this sequence, and bring it down. Now, if you can, slide your leg up the wall and come into an external rotation so your toes are pointing up. From here, we're gonna lift off of the bottom hand and stretch over into a nice side body reach the opposite way. Now we wanna really feel our obliques here, so I don't want you to just collapse down, really control it through, stretch over again. Now it's your top obliques that are gonna carry you up versus just pushing yourself off the mat. Feel the control with it and imagine your body is in between 2 panes of glass here, reaching over and coming back up. Ooh, microphone felt like it was gonna slip out there. Don't wanna lose you on the audio. Let's bring it up here one more time. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling that side booty. Now we're gonna bring it down. Our final exercise in this sequence is to come into a full side plank. So let's start with the leg down against the wall. Okay, we are going to lift off of the bottom knee and extend both legs to the wall. Tapping down and bringing it back up and down. You can stay right here now. This is a great option. If you want to try bringing your foot up the wall, I will just give you a warning that you might slip. So you really got to push against the wall. Feel that energy in those obliques and lightly bring it down wherever you're at. We've got 4 more. Oh my gosh, I told you, this class is no joke. Big reach. Oh my gosh, that bottom side is lighting up. Last 2 and 1 more time. And bringing it down. Woo, let's go ahead. Take a little child's pose, resting down. Catch your breath. Heart rate skyrocketed after that one. Good, minimal rest. Again, we only have 30 minutes together, so let's take it over to the other side. Beautiful job, Pilates queen. Stretch the arm up here. Take a nice big reach over, and then exhale, the arm comes down. You can start with that leg up here in the side, reach over, and bringing it down. Inhale, and exhale. Now we're gonna work to that knee hover. So back toes curl, adjust body position as you hover the knee up and down. Really feeling that bottom oblique give you the lift off. And again, you can stay right here with the foot down on the floor connected to the wall, or you might lift the leg up higher and try the hover there with the leg up a little bit higher and just noticing the differences in your obliques. How much more you're stabilizing with that bottom arm. Now we are gonna come up for our full side bend. So externally rotate Otherwise, we'll get stuck, and we're gonna come on up, reach over to the leg that's long, grab hold, pull yourself in. This is kind of a nice modification of a mermaid stretch. Big reach over on the exhale. Now again, we wanna use the obliques. Use your muscles to lift you up. Your mind moves your muscles in Pilates. Control in that windmill of the arms, slowly lowering into the reach. Bringing it back up, lifting and stretching over through the side body. And opening back up to your T. Now let's start down against the wall here, holding and coming into that full side plank. As you lift, push away and tap it down. Lift, push away, and tap it down. Maybe you start right above your baseboard. Lift, push in, tap it down. Even that, lifting the foot up a couple inches. Holy moly, huge difference. Wowzas, that is really challenging. Now you might go up a little higher. If you go up higher, you might have to adjust your hand and your leg. Wherever you're at, we've got 4. And exhale, 3. Woo, push away. You gotta push into your mat. Use that bottom oblique for 2. And 1 more. This is not one of those graceful Pilates moves. And bring it down. Oh my goodness, I am dripping. I'm feeling a little boob sweat on that one. Take it down into your resting position. Little release. I know that's tough on the wrist. So the next sequence, we are taking it off of the wrist and onto the forearms and elbows for some dolphin push-ups here. So you're gonna come down, light interlace of the fingers. I like to go with a hand clasp versus interlace. It just lessens the gripping in my hands. And then feet are gonna go back to the wall here. Make sure your elbows are positioned right underneath your shoulders versus out super wide, because we wanna be able to push down and into the mat, really feeling our nice strong plank here. Okay, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're gonna lift your hips up and back, draw your chin to your chest, pull your belly button to the sky, feel your core, feel your shoulders, feel your back. Inhale, lengthen out to your forearm plank, and then exhale, pushing up and back. Keep those hips nice and level, elongate from head to tail, and then exhale, push it up and back. Beautiful. Now, again, you might stay here down, the toes on the floor. If you want more of a challenge, you're gonna go toes against the wall and hike those hips up a little higher. Wherever you're at, we've got 4. And exhale, 3. Exhale, 2. And last one. Hold your plank here nice and level. Whether your feet are on the floor or flat up against the wall, we're gonna come into a mountain climber for 4. And 3. Strong shoulder, strong core, 2. And 1 more each side. Beautiful. Walk your feet down if they're up on the wall. Take a brief resting stretch back. Release those shoulders, slide your hands forward. Heart rate really skyrocketing again on that one. Now go ahead and pull your body forward here. Bring those elbows back down. Now you're gonna take your feet against the wall. Toes might stay down on the floor, or again, a little more of a challenge with the feet up against the wall here. You're gonna pike it up into that dolphin push-up. Push back here. Now you're bending at your knees and you're straightening. We're here for 10. This is our final movement in this position. Try to pull those ribs up and in. I just noticed mine were poking out so much. You got this. 5 and 4. Exhale. Oh my gosh. 3 and 2 and 1. Slowly, carefully release down. Send it back into your resting position. Let it go. Woo, baby. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're almost there. We're on the home stretch. Yes, you can. I'm dying. I hope I'm not alone in this. Find your tabletop position. You're gonna extend one leg back where we started in the warm-up. Nice squared position with the hips, rather level. Now I want you to tuck your right toes under. So I got my left foot on the wall, right toes are curled in. We're gonna come into a knee hover here, a single knee hover, and tap down. Exhale, single knee hover, tap down. Again, make sure those hips are staying nice and level. You're feeling the energy of pushing into the wall, because I'm sure you're gonna figure out where we are going next with this. We are going to stretch the next one back into a full wall plank. So if you don't feel safe up high, bring those toes down low. You know the options here. We bring it up, you send it back, in, tap it down. Lift, full plank back, in, tap it down. You're there. It's 3. Oh my gosh, arms on fire. Back and core for 2. Beautiful. And 1 more. And bring it down, down, and release it here. Take a little stretch back. Oh my gosh, I need to grab a drink of water. Woo. Okay, I never thought we would be celebrating Pilates Body by Kayla turning 3 with a workout like this, but I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am, even though we're pushing through the pain. Okay, you can do this. This is our last working set, and we've got our cool down after this. Stick with me. Yes, you can. Deep breath in. As you exhale, pull those abs up, level the hips and pelvis, and lightly tap down. Remember, your right foot can be down low in this as well, with the heel against the wall and the toe against the mat and floor. So there's options. Exhale to work up to the advanced movement. Now we're gonna add the left leg stretch back. So hold it up to hover, bring it out, in, lower down. Lift, out, in, bring it down. 3 more. Yes, you can. Oh my gosh. 2, you've got this. And last one. Can we hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down, down. Whoo, rest it back. Oh my gosh. That is not easy. Lift your palms up. Go ahead and just wiggle out those fingers, because I know that gets so wristy. Rock your hips side to side. Okay, don't turn me off just yet, because we need to cool our bodies down here. So go ahead and take your right arm up for a nice stretch here, and do a couple shoulder circles here, getting some movement, reverse it, and let's do a little thread the needle. So go ahead and take it under, bring the shoulder ear down, maybe the opposite hand crosses behind the back. Oh, that feels so good. A lot of shoulders, a lot of back, a lot of core, but full body. Let's go ahead and come on up on this side. Lift the left arm, 3 circles, and reversing. 3, 2, and 1. Thread the needle under, and the shoulder ear down. Maybe opposite hand wraps behind the back there. Ooh. Heart rate should be coming down by now. Go ahead and gently make your way on up here. Just go ahead and curl those toes, lift your hips, walk your hands back to your feet for me. Just take a moment here. Let's a slight bend of the knees, grab opposite elbows, little ragdoll hang here. Just gently releasing head, neck, and shoulders, kind of letting gravity pull the arms forward. I like to do a little pendulum swing. It always feels so nice to release. Good. Let's go ahead and walk it back out, coming down to your knees and taking a seat. Ooh, waistband rolling over. A good and bad thing about high-waisted leggings, it's nice and tall here in a seated cross-legged position. Let's go ahead and take 3 shoulder circles, and up, down, and back, up, down, and back. One more time, up, down, and back. Give yourselves a hand, Pilates queens. You crushed this athletic-based wall Pilates class. I hope you enjoyed this workout. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and catch the next workout right here.